Hey everyone, for my mini case study of an international provider of adult education, I chose to do a program called ACLE. This program takes place in Italy and it is for people who want to teach English as a second language. Um, I actually did this for a few years. Their target audience is people who come from English speaking countries and are between the ages of 18 and 30. Um, you can be male or female or whatever, but you have to be willing to be outgoing and try a bunch of new things. Um, this program is sponsored by the Ministry of Education in Italy, and it's actually a grant program. So what you do is you apply for the program. You have to do a distance learning course online. If you pass the distance learning course, then you are able to go on and be invited to orientation in Italy. You have to pay for your training in Italy, and in training you learn, you get a TEFL certificate in theater and play. So at the training you learn how to teach English through songs and games and activities and really things that are very untraditional. Um, sorry. Once you get to So then you go through this orientation, and once you complete orientation, you get sent off to teach at summer camps throughout Italy. When you get to these summer camps, they have Italian teachers they teach English at the Italian schools, and they are your supervisors. So you have to show them your lesson plans, and they help you with all of your lessons and activities throughout the week. Um, So these camps can take place anywhere. Since I was there, I actually have experienced it. Some places I've been at schools that have smart boards and swimming pools and soccer fields, and you name it, they had it. Other times I was placed at camps that were literally in a park where we had uh, nothing, just grass, and we had to still do our lessons from there, and then we had games and activities that we had to plan as well. In that case, the camp director was super important because they had to be there to really help you with planning things and to know what was okay and what wasn't okay. Um, so the distance learning course begins before you go to Italy, and I think you have about 2 weeks to do it. Then once you arrive to Italy, you have to do a 1 week orientation or training in San Remo. It's northern Italy, and it's right on the coast, and it's just really, really beautiful. And there you can meet a lot of people, and you learn all about the training. After that, you get sent off to camps, and you have a minimum of 3 weeks of camps, and then you could do it for, if you begin in June, you can stay all the way till September. The only rule is that you cannot stay more than 90 days because it's the visa that you're on. So you get paid, which is good because it's a grant program through the government, and the grant covers just about everything. So usually every summer I break even after paying for my flight and like traveling on the weekends and stuff like that. It's really nice because you get to live with a host family, so you really learn a lot about the Italian culture, and they really just spoil you and take care of you. So it's really awesome. When you are at orientation and training in Sanremo, they give you this manual, and they say do not lose the manual because it's the most important thing ever. It has all of the songs, games, activities, worksheets, just everything you'll need. And then when you arrive to camp, there's usually a big box waiting for you with worksheets for all the age levels that will be at the camp, and all that. So one thing that I compared this to in the States was when I was taking Italian classes for adults at this woman's house. She also ran an Italian camp for children during the summer. And she said that upon completion of this Italian course that we would be able to work at her Italian camp. And my level of Italian is not very good, and I just thought it was funny comparing these two because in Italy they feel so strongly about learning English, and they're so passionate about it and excited about it, and they get all these native English speakers. And here in the States, it's not backed by the government. Um, it's just I know very, very minimal Italian, and that is more than enough training for me to be working at this Italian camp. So I just thought the two were really funny and a little bit different. I'm hoping that I covered all the bullets, and thank you for listening.